All right, and so if you are into physical media, you probably know that there are sales going on, and well, there's almost always sales going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the month of April because it looks like there's gonna be a lot of great sales for all the physical media, Blu-ray, 4K lovers out there. And these are sites that I typically go to. Obviously, you could go to whatever sites that you love sales. But I'm gonna start with Arrow Video. They're having their Easter Carnage up to 50% off. And the thing is, I have not looked at any of these yet, so I'm not really sure what's gonna be worth getting. And obviously, your taste of movies and shows might be different from mine. But let's go ahead and check out Arrow Video right here. So this is their Easter Carnage sale. And I already see some that if you don't already have in your collection, I would say pick it up. The first one is RoboCop in 4K. I do have this, but I have it in Blu-ray. I got this at a Barnes & Noble sale. I also have Mallrats. I do have the 4K. I actually have all of these, except for RoboCop. I have it in Blu-ray, but these I do have in 4K. These are really great movies. RoboCop is just a classic. Mallrats is so funny. Donnie Darko is a dark classic. 12 Monkeys, it's definitely one of Brad Pitt's best films. And going down further, American Werewolf in London. And it seems like most of these 4Ks are going to be $25. I would recommend this one. I've never seen Post. Tremors, I don't have that, but a lot of people love the original. There's been many sequels since then. Silent Running, I do have the Blu-ray. I don't think I love the movie enough to get it in 4K. Keep going down here. And the thing is, some of these movies I've already picked up, like Brain Damage, 10 bucks. I've heard good things about it. And the thing is, I do have this movie in my collection, but I still haven't watched it yet. Inglourious Bastards for $30. I don't know if that's worth it. Dune 4K, absolutely. This is $25. And I do have this in Blu-ray. I wasn't able to pick it up in 4K, but I might pick this up at a later date. I've heard the Blu-ray is really good. And I honestly, I have not watched the version that I already have in my collection. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Pitch Black, I also have in my collection 4K. I do enjoy this first one, and so I think that's worth picking up. Conan, I have the whole collection. Absolutely worth picking up. Witness, I didn't enjoy that movie that much to pick it up. The Hills Have Eyes, I have this as well, and this is 4K, 15 bucks. Well worth it if you enjoyed the original. There is a sequel as well. I don't know what this is. And so I'm going to go through these fairly quickly because there's a lot. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of go through the ones that I think is worth getting. Friday the 13th, I think it's worth it for sure. The very first one. Crimson Peak, I haven't seen that, but I heard this is a great 4K. Warriors 4K, I do have that. Chronos Goretic, I enjoyed it. I don't think it's worth getting. The Last Starfighter, absolutely. I have this in 4K, and it is an awesome film. Hellraiser, if you love the entire collection, I really enjoyed the first and second film, but if you enjoy the whole box set, this is the 4K. So for $70, I think that's definitely worth it, especially from Arrow Video. Flash Gordon, I do have this awesome movie. It is a classic for me. Now, what else do we have? Legend, I have this. And honestly, I don't think it's on 4K for certain reasons. Ridley Scott didn't have some of the original material, so he couldn't do 4K. Audition, that is a crazy movie, Japanese movie. I think that's worth picking up. It's 17 bucks. So there's like 20 pages of stuff. So this might be a long one. So if you want to skip ahead, you could always skip ahead. I'm just trying to see what else here is worth getting. Okay, there's Conan again. Frankenstein, I have that, but I don't know if it's worth getting if you don't enjoy the movie already. Barbarella, I do have that. I haven't seen it. Waterworld, that's kind of like a cult classic. And let's keep going. Yeah, Ringo, I think that's worth it. There's RoboCop again. So there are some definitely good titles here. And as stated, I won't be going through all of these. Oh, True Romance. Absolutely get True Romance. I got this in both Blu-ray and 4K. And the reason why I had to get it both is because at the time that they had the last sale, it was only available on Blu-ray. And I love True Romance. And I wanted to pick it up. But then it was on sale again, 4K. I got it. And I love Weird Science. I have this in my collection as well. And so, yeah. So, obviously, there's many more pages that I skipped. But Arrow Video, I think they are an awesome, awesome boutique label. Their collections, what they're able to do in it is absolutely awesome. And check it out. Weird Science for $10, Blu-ray. Well, it's sold out. pick it up. I love that movie. And I heard that the Blu-ray isn't that much different from the 4K. Now let's go over to Kino Lorber. And Kino Lorber, when they have their sales, I kind of feel they have the best sales because they have so many different movies and they have a huge collection and variety of films, and they're just a really great boutique label. And let me see if they were still having the sales because I think that they did still have a sale going on up until April 20th or something like that. And I think if you're looking for really, really great sales, and a wide variety, I think Kino Lorber should be the first place you should come. So here's March Madness starting at $5.49. It goes on until April 21st. So there's going to be a lot of stuff here. So once again, I'm probably going to quickly scroll through here. And about the only thing with Kino Lorber is they don't have as many 4K. So you might not be able to find a large selection of 4K, but they have a ton of Blu-rays. And for some reason, the website is super slow. But anyway, right here is the sale page. And right away, for the 4Ks, they're typically going to be in the $20+ range. And obviously, you could filter these out by Blu-rays, 4Ks, and so forth. So here's the March Madness sale page. So 5 days of Condor. And for me, most of what I buy at Kino Lorber are the actual Blu-rays, okay? So Amazon Women on the Moon, that is a funny classic movie. It's like $9, so I think that's worth getting. April Fool's Day, horror movie, not really into horror. Bad Lieutenant, I did enjoy that. It's like one of Harvey Keitel's more memorable movies. For $17.99, I think that is worth a pickup. And let me see, let me keep going down. And there's a large variety of films in a lot of different genres. Okay, so Blown Away, I did enjoy that, but I wouldn't say not enough to pick it up. This is a 4K for $17.99, so I think that is a good price. But look how many pages. They have a lot of pages here. Very similar to Aero Video, but I just think there's a lot more variety here. And check this out. If you could get Nicolas Cage for $5.49, absolutely worth it there. There's Brokeback Mountain, $17.99. I think that's worth a pickup if you enjoyed that movie. And let's keep going down. Buster Keaton have some classics here. A lot of classic films. So if you enjoy classic films, yeah, this is the place to be. CB4, that was a funny film with Chris Rock, but I don't know if it's worth actually getting unless you really enjoyed it. That's like $9.99 or $10. And that's what you see mostly. Most of the Blu-rays, they're going to be in the like $10 to $8 range. And then obviously there's some that are $5.49. Vanilla Ice, I think this is worth picking up. This is one of those guilty pleasures, Cool as Ice. I have not picked it up yet. I don't know why I haven't, but it's like $10. Absolutely worth it. Here's Crybaby 4K. A lot of people really praise this 4K. I enjoyed the movie, but not as much where I'd watch it over and over. DC Cap $9.99 with Mr. T. Yeah, I think that's worth picking up. What else is here? Death Machine or Death Wish. Yeah, if you love Charles Bronson, Death Wish, pick those up. And as stated, there are a lot of pages here. So there's Face Off, $17.99, 4K, absolutely worth it. Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, directed by John Woo. I think it's a super, super fun time. Here's some box sets right here. Man, there's a lot here. Let's just say that. I'm going to just skip ahead. But as stated earlier, I think if you love Blu-rays, physical media, and you love a variety, I think it's one of the first places you should go. And their prices are really, really great. And so here's more classic movies. Oh, I love Sho Kosuke, his ninja movies. Pray for Death Special Edition, $9.99. I think that's worth it. I have Enter the Ninja, Return of the Ninja. I have those. I really love ninja movies. And Sho Kosuke was the one that I remember as a kid. There it is. There's Revenge of the Ninja. Reindeer Games, I don't know if it's worth getting, but that's 4K. Let's see. And I'm moving around a lot, because there's a lot here. Now, you can sort it by price as well. So if you want to see the $5.49, then, $5.49 times you can get that. Sea of Love with Al Pacino. I did enjoy that, but I wouldn't watch it too many times. But it is $17.99. So basically what you're seeing is if it's 4K, it's probably going to be $17.99. Here's Snake Eyes, another Cage hit. And this one, absolutely worth it. Spaceballs in 4K for $17.99. I love that movie. Staying Alive is, wow, $14.99. Okay, so that's definitely worth a pickup. That's basically the movie that put John Travolta on the map. And I still think it's one of his best movies for sure. Most memorable, absolutely. So what do we have right here? Usual Suspects. I did enjoy that. $17.99. What else do we have here? Some more miscellaneous and obscure films, classic films. And there's just a lot. So, yep, it's 12 pages. So not as many pages as Aero Video, but they're also packing a lot more films and sets per page. So that's Kino Lorber. In my opinion, for sales, I think they are the best place if you love Blu-rays and 4Ks. Now, going on to some other ones that, you know, they don't really have these big one-time sales. They have sales like almost all the time. So I highly recommend that you head over to Hamilton Book. And I usually just sort by newest. You could definitely sort by low to high. They normally get like extra from these other sites or other places, and you can get them for really great deals. Now, right now, I'm looking at these, not really great deals here, but when you can see movies like $4.95, sometimes they're even cheaper than that for Blu-rays, and 4Ks even, you know, they have some really great deals. And so I always come here just to kind of see if there's some good titles, and also if the same titles are cheaper here at Hamilton Book. So I highly recommend that you come check out this site. So here's Onward 4K, $7.95. Okay, I do have this in my collection, and I think it's a good movie. Outrage, I got this as well, $4.95. It's a Japanese film, and as you can see, there's a lot here. $4.95 for Rings. I don't think that's a particularly good movie, but you can see that you can get a large collection of films here as well for really, really great prices. And every now and then, you'll be able to pick up 4Ks for really great prices. Like right here, Expendables 2, $7.95. And then you'll probably notice the same titles on other sites are much more expensive. Here's the Mexico Trilogy, $50. So yeah, Hamilton Book is one that I recommend you come check out to see first if there's some titles there that might not be available on other sites, and if you could get them for cheaper. And then the final site, and this is one that is honestly my favorite site to buy from because they have weekly deals all the time. And so here's Friday to Monday, they have weekend 4K movies and video game sales. And Groove is my favorite overall. So regardless of whatever sales is going on, I always come to Groove weekly. So you can see here 4Ks starting at $10.99. Check that out. So you got Mortal Kombat movie, $12.99. Five Nights at Freddy, King Kong, $12.99. Just some really awesome titles. Warcraft, if you enjoy that, $11.99. I mean, some of these prices are absolutely unbeatable. And then, you know, if you click through here, they have like categories of sales. So here's some comedies. Yeah, box sets, I think. Yeah, but great prices. You know, Rick and Morty, $30, the whole box set. We also have Lord of the Rings 4K Steelbook. Oh, that's cool, $30. Okay. Limited edition. Yeah, but I think it's just the first one. But anyways, these are just some of the sales that's going on. Actual sales for the month. I'm looking at Aero Video, Kino Lorber, and then sales that kind of go on all the time is going to be Hamilton Book, and my favorite is Groove. And as stated earlier, my favorite for Blu-ray and Kino Lorber sales, whenever they have big sales, is Kino Lorber. But we also have Criterion as well, Barnes & Nobles, and so forth. So that's kind of like a rundown of what's going on in April, at least for physical media, Blu-rays and 4Ks. If you actually had any thoughts on this or any other sites that you enjoy buying physical media, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another episode.